Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Of course, I am closely following all the UFO whistleblower stories that continue to come out. Now, we talked about the one story of the one guy in the 30s who, the media wasn't really paying attention to or acknowledging so much because, like I said, it was more hearsay.
Right.
He didn't really have any kind of firsthand experiences. So I wasn't buying into that. But I am definitely buying into the idea and the theory, conspiracy theory, if you will, that we are slowly being introduced to the idea that, or the revelation that there is extraterrestrial life among us, right? Now, of course, there's going to be naysayers out there, and that's fine. And obviously, there's a strong argument that there is no extraterrestrial life that's been to this planet, but, it goes both ways.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a couple stories, though, of whistleblowers and UFO tales that definitely have me suspicious and thinking that it could be very true.
Okay.
I'll break it down for you. Now, first and foremost, there was a Las Vegas man who described a terrifying experience of seeing a UFO in the night sky and 10-foot aliens in his backyard. Now, he released a panic recording. He released a recording of his panic encounter. And on top of that, there's actually police. They have, it's not dash cam, but on their chest.
Yeah. The chest cams.
Yeah, the chest cam footage of a large, bright item crashing down in a Las Vegas neighborhood to kind of back this up.
Wow.
Yeah. So this guy said that he witnessed, it was a crash in his backyard. He came out and he witnessed two 8-foot creatures with big shiny eyes in his own backyard. And he was terrified. In fact, he talks about it a little bit. It's a long clip. We're going to kind of go through it in the podcast broadcast. But the thing that backed it up, and this video backed it up, is there is a police cam footage of him talking to the police about it, and also the police footage of the crash that happened in the backyard. So it kind of correlates and backs up his story. Right now, before we get into all the details there, and there's so many details, in fact, and I think I have a bit of it's just going to be too much here in this segment, but we are going to go down that rabbit hole in the podcast broadcast. And I am excited about it because, like I said, there is actual dash cam footage and police interview footage with this kid who said he saw this and he was just frozen in fear.
Right.
And so that was one, and it just happened in Las Vegas. The other thing, story that I came across that I found very interesting is now we got to kind of open our mind into the possibilities of their technology, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you can't just think little flying saucers and all they do is have souped up engines that could go really fast and zoom across.
Right.
You have to think that they have technology that can distort space and time.
Yes.
And that's what one whistleblower who's a lawyer named Daniel Sheehan is saying, that they told him of a crash UFO recovered by the U.S. Military that distorted space and time. All right. So basically, they said they went into this UFO that was crashed in there, and it was about 30 feet in diameter.
Okay.
One guy went into it, right? And he got disoriented, got nauseous, because when he walked in, it was the size of a football stadium on the inside.
Oh my God, like the TARDIS on Doctor Who.
Yes.
Bigger
exactly.
on the inside.
Think like that. You think outside the box, right? And but there's been plenty of physicists out there that theorized for inner space travel to really not basically take gravity out of the equation. And that's what they're doing by distorting space and time. So it kind of zips through what we know as gravity and reality.
Right.
They attempted to try to move the UFO, and they were grabbing it, and it was almost like in pizza slices. They noticed that they grabbed a part of the UFO. They're trying to pull it, and it was pulling it apart from the other parts of the UFO. Yeah.
So just completely rethinking physics altogether, as we know it.
Yeah. And as far as the man who went inside the UFO, He was in there for only what he thought a couple minutes. And then once he got out and immediately started throwing up, it was 4 hours later.
Oh, kind of like that Jodie Foster movie.
Yes.
Contact?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
See,
look at all these references.
I know. Now, again, this guy's a lawyer. He's a whistleblower. And with a physicist, they've theorized that propulsion of an advanced craft could theoretically involve warping space and time around it. And this whistleblower states that this UFO, in fact, did have a shield around it that distorted space and time.
Wow.
Yes. Now, as far as, okay, we're getting this information, right? We're being fed and kind of numb to the fact of a big reveal. Say that's the case in the end game. Then if an alien invasion is on the way, where are the safest places to be? Well, the New York Post put together the states that are most likely to survive an alienation, and I got bad news for us. Arizona's not in the top 10.
Oh, crap.
I know. Now, I do argue with their list, though, because the way that they kind of broke it down was they were looking for, densely populated areas like where's forests and caves. They were looking at and how many military people, personnel, and vehicles are in the region per capita.
Okay.
And based off of that, Virginia earned an 8.04 out of 10 survivability scale, in part because of their larger military force per capita.
Right.
But my argument is, where do you think they're going to go first if they're invading us? I think they're smart enough to be like, let's take out the response team first.
Yes.
Right now, that's still not good news for us because we got
Davis Mountain Air Force.
Yeah. But we have barely any caves, and we definitely don't have that much forest.
Right.
So in the top 10, Wisconsin's 10, Alabama's 9, Missouri. I think Missouri's a good place because they don't want to go there. Too many tweakers.
I don't want to go
Maryland, nobody wants to go there. Well, Virginia was number 1, Georgia was number 2, Massachusetts and New York number 3 and 4. Again, I don't agree with those. So that's what the New York Post is saying, probably to make the East Coast feel a little safer. But that's all right. I'll stay out in the desert and think, yeah, you know what? There's nothing to see here. Check out all those tall buildings over there.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So there's your UFO news. I just wanted to rant on that for a minute. We got music and a whole bunch more to talk about. Keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1. Live on the podcast now. Let me introduce this panel, this all-star panel that we have this morning on the podcast broadcast. Good morning, everybody. Keep those comments coming. Nick, sorry to hear that, dude. That's going to be a process. Nick is currently going through a divorce. But, all right, our in-studio guest, this big wiener here, this cock monster.
Hell yes!
It's Mari's personal trainer, Tony.
100% beef.
Yes, Tony, you're 100% beef. I'm 100% beef too.
Yeah, vegan beef.
Still counts. Is that why you dressed up as a hot dog today?
I don't know. I like hot dogs. That's about who doesn't like a big wiener.
That's true.
I like a big wiener with extra man glaze. Right?
Yeah. Okay. Yes. We're starting off strong here on the podcast broadcast. How would you describe yourself? You're a personal trainer. What is your business well? And
yeah. Personal trainer, fitness instructor, body positive coach.
Nice. Do me a favor. Point the microphone towards your mouth hole. Right. Yeah. No, you have it, Mari. You have it kind of angled. Point. I want him to talk into the tip. There you go.
Hey,
there we go.
Yeah. There you go.
That's my top voice.
Yes. Do you have a top voice and a bottom voice? There's a difference.
Well, my bottom voice is my regular fruity voice, and my top voice is this one.
Okay. Yeah, it's nice. That's how you switch it up.
That's how I switch it up.
Does it help to have a top voice?
It makes me feel a little bit more masculine, and I prefer the bottom.
Okay.
But if
You're
I'm
a
gonna
bottom
do the top,
guy.
I'm gonna do it all the way.
Right.
what I mean?
Well, I mean, again, you're fit, you're a personal trainer, so you could be super macho for sure. And I didn't. This is the first time I know that there's a top voice and a bottom voice. See,
Yeah.
I knew we were gonna learn today.
I don't know if other gays do that, but I'm not your traditional gay.
Yes. Well,
I don't think so.
I would hope. Well, the word is out there now, and other gays do that because I'm sure you got to play the role depending on top or bottom.
And by the way, since we're talking about gayness, happy Pride Month.
Yes.
Oh,
It is June. Happy Pride Month.
Mhm.
Now, does June mean a lot to you? You do a lot festivities. Is there what's the process? Because I don't celebrate any months.
To be honest, I just started celebrating my queerness.
Okay.
I didn't come out until senior year of high school.
Okay.
And for years, I've just tried to acclimate to gayness. And so for this past couple of years, it's just been so cool to learn about LGBTQ plus a history, right?
Right.
So many letters. Sometimes I mix them up. Sorry.
Yes. Oh, they keep adding a couple letters and stuff, but it's all about inclusion.
Of course.
With that, when you came out senior year, right? What was the process with your family, and were they surprised? Right? Like, was it a situation where it was more of a burden for you and less of a surprise for them? Because I've seen the situation.
First of all, how old are you?
I just turned 30. I feel good.
Okay,
too.
30. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're kind of in this in between because I'm seeing a lot of Gen Zers who are like, I got brave and came out and my family was fine with it. I'm pissed.
Yeah.
I'm like, nope, sorry, you don't get the stories from us 20 years ago when we came out and it was like a whole shocking thing.
Yes.
Those days are past.
Mom was cool about it. Everybody knew I was a gay boy before I identified as a gay boy.
And here's the thing, so like I one of my very closest friends, right? She, they had a son, and their son immediately, since a baby, we're like, that baby's gay,
No.
You could tell, right? And so, he grows up, he's a fantastic man, but you could tell they were just, you just tell. So one day, while he was a junior in high school, he went to his mom and he's like, Mom, I gotta tell you something, and super heavy about it, and it's gonna be very difficult for me. And he's building it up, and she goes, "What? You're gay?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh my God! How did you know?"
That he was just fully out
there.
Yeah. And she's like,
How
"Come the fuck on! We all know,
Right?
So it was a bit, it was a loving moment, but it wasn't a surprise to anybody involved. But definitely had the burden released from their shoulders and living a happier life because of it. Rock 102.1 KFMA. We're back here live on the FM side in studio. Very special guest, Mari's personal trainer, Tony. Tony, you got a last name too?
Rubio.
Yeah, Tony Rubio, dressed like a giant wiener here and claiming to be 100% beef. And
beef. Yes. Who doesn't like a big wiener? You know?
Yeah, right. And so we were just talking about how the coming out, you came out senior year, and it's, of course, National Pride Month. We're smack dab in the middle of that. Happy Pride Month. And the burden that young people feel coming out, but sometimes, especially in a very educated and open world, you growing up in the last 40 years, there's no secret about this lifestyle or homosexuality in general. Like, what is that? We grew up learning and having people around us knowing this. So it's seriously not a knee jerker to anybody anymore, unless you're literally living with your head in the sand.
Right.
So yes, we explained the burden that young people feel coming out, but also those who are close to them, the family members, who aren't really surprised by sometimes the come outs. I mean, sometimes I'm sure there is moments where parents are like, whoa, didn't see that coming.
Oh my God. When I finally came out as bi, my friends were like, dude, it's about time you finally said it. We've known this for 15 years.
Right.
Well, my bad. Yeah.
See, I originally came out as bi and then realized that, no, it's dudes I'm into more. But I think I did it to kind of ease in.
Right.
Yeah.
Ease in for myself.
Right.
It took me a really long time to be okay with being gay and identifying as gay. And then once I was like, oh man, I actually went to a therapist. When I first.
Why do you think it was so difficult? Did you have very religious parents or family?
No, not at all. I think there wasn't many examples of successful, cool gay people. It was always a joke. It was something.
Well, you never watched TV or movies? Or music? There's so many.
I honestly don't remember oh, look at that cool gay guy on the Disney Channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
They're all kind of fruity on the Disney Channel.
That's true. Yeah. They could all be gay. You never know.
But when I came out to my mom, she did cry. Not because she was sad that I was gay. She was upset that I wasn't going to have children, but it wasn't that I didn't want children.
Right.
I still want kids.
Right.
She just wasn't going to have it the traditional way. Or maybe it will. Sometimes it's fun to stick it in.
Yeah. I don't think we can say that on the air. That's okay. We're going to keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. We got your TMI Top 5 coming up after Stained, but we'll kick things off with Red Hot Chili Peppers on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Join us, youtube.com/BeFeet. You're going to keep it right here. Claire, yeah.
Yeah, but that's not unstereotypical of like parents are like, I'm fine with you being gay. I'm more upset like your life just became harder. So yeah, so I've heard some friends who like, their kids came out and they're like, I'm just sad that their life is just going to be that little extra step rougher while the world is still coming to full acceptance and things like that. But I'm here, I support you, like let's go.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, my mom never expressed that. I think she knows that I'm pretty tough and I'll just,
right.
I could take it pretty hard, babe.
Oh, there you go.
Can I watch?
Yeah. Of course.
She is into that. She is into that. She has
super
to.
into that.
Yeah.
Which I was surprised by. I thought it was just a male thing that like lesbian porn, but it does make sense.
You know what's awesome? A lot of my girlfriends recently have been telling me that they love watching gay porn, male on male gay porn.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I know that was surprising. Is this surprising to you too?
Yeah.
I thought it was surprising too. But at the same time, it's also a double standard to think that women wouldn't want gay porn because guys love watching lesbian porn.
Right.
Right. So I think it's not necessarily my forte. I like the more traditional, grainy, homemade, romantic stuff.
Oh, of course.
Guy in the closet being like, "That's my wife," normal stuff.
Oh, okay. See, when I pull up the videos that say, it's like husbands, being intimate, or okay, not like that, but right, it's like partners having sex, right? I'm like, but are they really partners? Are we just pretending? Is it just in the video? Are we acting like this is happening, or is this really happening?
It's probably acting.
Probably.
I mean, it's on video,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because they're just trying to get those buzzwords.
Okay.
Yeah, like definitely when I look up, I've looked up polyamory stuff because I'm poly, and I'm like, because I want to see these different situations. I'm like, no, they're all actors, and they just, it's just a 3-way, and they've just tagged it on there.
And I don't want to blow your mind or ruin any kind of fantasies, Tony, but most people aren't like related by law as well. They're not stepbrothers or stepfathers or stepmothers. They're really not. They're just two people with different ages. Banging on camera. I know it's all for the sake of fantasy.
I know.
For whatever reason.
We're just shattering this man's world.
I guess. It's so weird too. The step brother sister fanatic thing it's one of the top trends on porn websites and has been for a long time.
Just go watch Cruel Intentions like I do. Come on.
No, I don't know. It's not a thing for me because I kind of I lived that fantasy already. So
really?
Yeah. So like my first girlfriend was like technically like somewhat like a step sibling. As weird as that sounds, she wasn't blood related whatsoever. So I mean, I get the appeal, but once you've been there, done that, then you move on to other fantasies. You know what I'm saying?
That weird confession hour.
All right, yeah. Nick on the stream wants you to scream into the mic saying, "Who wants to see my wiener?" Right?
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
There's something that I can't say on here. I would let it all out.
Well, we're on the podcast, so you can say whatever you want. But yeah.
What did you want me to say specifically?
Say, who wants to see my wiener? That's from the movie.
Is it?
Yeah.
I like that
Jonah Hill
does it
says
say
that.
it right there?
No.
Well, who wants to see my wiener?
There you go.
Comment down below. I'll show you. Or follow me on Instagram _Tony Rubio. I'll send it to you.
Yes.
Direct message, honey. Honey.
Now,
What movie is that from?
It's like I want to say like Undeclared or something like that. It was.
I thought it was that Ryan Reynolds one. There's a character called Van.
No. Yeah, it stars Justin Long and you guys on the stream, huh?
Not the food one, right?
No, not the food one. Yeah, it was the movie, and you guys on the stream know what I'm talking about. I want to say it's like I mean, it's a movie. It was supposed to be a raunchy comedy. It didn't really do that well. Jonah Hill was in it. Justin Long was the lead, and they started their own college, right?
Oh,
Yeah, something like that. Jonah Hill's character in the movie was trying to join a frat. They made him dress up like a hot dog and say, "Who wants to see my wiener?" Yeah, and that's where that whole reference came from.
I see now.
So
I
now
thought
we're
they
caught
just
up.
like. They wanted to see my wiener or something.
No. We don't want to get kicked off of YouTube,
Right.
Tony.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just fans only. Follow me on fans only.
Yes. Which I'm going to pull up your social media as well. And so you've been in the personal trainer game for how long?
For a good 5 years now, I believe.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you're
5 years.
stressing body positivity, your clientele and stuff. Of course, Mari's a client. How long you been a client of Tony's, Mari?
About almost a year.
Nice. Does he get you like all burnt out and stuff?
Oh yeah, they're hard workouts.
Yeah.
Sometimes I take it easy on her. I was like, okay, she might, we'll let it go sometimes, but sometimes yes, I like to get it a little rough.
Yeah, I was really sore after the last workout.
Yes, but I really try to create a space where we celebrate our bodies, that we don't punish our bodies through fitness, right?
Mm-hmm.
So of course we want to celebrate our bodies, have a good, effective workout, right? But it's not like a traditional like CrossFit type of space. I work with a lot of people with body image issues, eating disorders. People identify as fat positive or body positive.
It was a fat positive. I've never heard fat positive before.
Yeah. So body positive can be just a spectrum of bodies, all bodies, big, small, in between, different colors, all the things, right? And then fat positive is just that we love our fat and we're owning it, and it's okay to say like fat. I'm fat. They, that those types of words are cool and inclusive within the fat positive community. Like it's cool to just own it.
Okay, man, nice. And don't forget to just keep saying it into the microphone as well.
Oh, thank you.
I feel like I have a body dysmorphia in a way, but in a positive way, right? Like I'll look at myself like naked in the mirror, and I'll be like, "That fucking looks good," and then I'll like send a picture to someone and then get blocked. So I don't know if that's.
Wait, but did they ask for the picture?
Well, they never ask for the picture. That's another thing. You kind of have to prod it, like like, hey, you gotta check this out. I look really good, and then they're just like, "Oh my god, I've never seen you with your shirt off." Block. Yeah, it's a weird dysmorphia, but I'm learning to accept it and live with it. Yeah.
Well, and as I'm listening to you like describe like the environment that you have set up, like I go to CrossFit and it's perfection through temporary punishment is our tagline. But yeah, I mean, I like CrossFit. It's fun.
I do have a gym story I want to share with you guys, but let's get into the TMI top 5. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back. We're here with Mari, Weirdo, and Tony, Mari's personal trainer. Let's get into your TMI top 5. Top 5 headlines I didn't get a chance to get to yet today. Top headline, Apple just announced its first major product last week. Actually, I talked about this, the Vision Pro, which got a ton of negative feedback. But we'll move forward on that. Let's see. There's groundhog infestation happening in Toledo, Ohio.
Wow.
Yeah, this is a thing. Apparently, this is a bad thing. Now, of course, if it was closer to wherever Puxatawny or wherever Puxatawny, wherever they do the Groundhog Day thing, that's probably a good thing. But in Toledo, Ohio, they're aggressive because they live in Ohio. They're not too happy about it. And apparently they've been lunging at people.
Ooh.
Yes. Residents warn they're also populating. So it's about groundhog season right now in Toledo, Ohio, because people are not too happy about these bloodthirsty groundhogs. What's more terrifying than that, though? If you're saying you're walking by in a park, there's a little groundhog hole, right? And you don't expect anything. You just try not to step in it to twist your ankle. Next thing you know, bloodthirsty, lunging son of a bitch groundhog jumping at you. You're gonna freak out. Not good.
I think I'd rather take them over birds. So have you seen birds attack people?
Oh. Don't get that started.
No,
Mari. We currently, our running theme is and I had a super complaint from a person who called in reporting me to the game and fish department,
and
the ecological department.
I remember. Is this one with the umbrella?
Yes, the hog blocker umbrella.
Yeah.
Now, so we talked about this story, and this is a legit story that was on all the local news sites. From basically an announcement from the game and fish department saying, hey, there have been 4 separate hawk attacks in North Tucson, Oro Valley, and Vail. It's nesting season. These hawks are extra aggressive this time of year. So be aware of your surroundings. Make sure you're not approaching any nests. But if you are in the area of hawks nesting, then you may want to walk out with an umbrella to use that as protection, added protection, right?
Right. Safe for the birds, safe for you.
You're not hitting the birds.
Yes.
Right.
So with that, I said, okay, well, this is America. I'm a capitalist at heart. This is a great opportunity to make money off a situation we need. So we take an umbrella. Don't use any umbrella. Use the Beef Vegan Presents Hawk Blocker umbrella. Right? So you can hawk block all those nasty hawks. Hawks of all sizes, Tony. Good to know.
I'm here for it.
I know.
I love it. You know what I'm thinking.
Because we heart hawks here.
Oh,
yes.
I have 2 hawks at home.
Oh
yes.
my God.
Yes. And that joke there, went over the person's head, and so he reported Weirdo for owning hawks.
The female co-host. I'm like, you don't even have my name, sir.
And I wish I could play the 5-minute long voicemail he left my manager.
Oh my God.
It was
I didn't even know you
the
could
best.
leave voicemails that long.
Yes, I know. No,
I know.
like it maxed out.
The
It
whole
was a whole thing.
podcast.
Yeah. And this guy, as being so passionate about hawks, is one thing. But he's also inappropriate, and he crossed the line. And one word to describe me, it was the R word. He used the hard R
He
word
did.
to describe me, and also he really feels like I'm gonna get fired now because of his complaints. These entitled people saying, "Yeah, now that I did this, I can't wait for you to fire him." You're welcome.
Well, and he also stated, he was like, yeah, and thank you for taking that content. We never removed anything.
No.
We don't know what class
fact,
this guy's on.
I've been reposting it like crazy.
I love it.
We've actually have listeners out there now taking umbrellas and writing hot
painting 'em.
block on it.
Mhm.
And I have Nathan, our promotion director, looking into Beef Vegan Presents branded hot blocker umbrellas that we can give out on air.
Oh,
So,
fantastic.
It's a thing now.
Scary.
Yes, it's a thing. And, trust me, we're the best at hawk blocking around here.
Mhm.
All right. Let's see. Well, with that, let's keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. We'll do the rest of our headlines there. When we come back, we got some Would You Rathers from Mari because it is Monday and so much more. It's Rock 102.1. Clear.
Oh my God, I was so excited. I was like, I was part of the first complaint. I really belong. I'm really here.
You didn't hear that phone call, Mari?
Oh,
Oh,
it
it was
was
brutal.
so good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How recent was this? This was
Last
just
week.
Like last week. Yeah.
This was
Uh-huh.
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah, it was Thursday.
Saw the little meme, the picture.
Yeah,
that you
where I
made.
said, fuck you, Hawks.
Oh my God, Rico had such a blast with the photoshopping and the
bet, yeah.
AI. It was so good.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
That's what I think I saw, like that picture with like the hawk coming in, the hawk
Yeah.
blocker.
Oh, I probably heard Hot Blockers listen to it probably like 100 times over the weekend. For whatever reason, I dig my
So
own shit.
good.
I also had DJ Looney because we were at Rialto Theater hosting the event. Had Looney play that song as my intro song
Oh
to
my
the
God.
stage. So I'm like, Hawk Blockers.
Yeah.
So like walking out like that.
The song was
Played the
pretty
whole
lit.
thing.
It
Yeah.
was good.
Thank you.
It was good.
We do a lot of songs. Once a week, we do a song. We have a group called Rap GPT, where we go to Chat GPT and have them have the program write us rap lyrics, and then we perform them live on the air. And we've got some bangers in the mix. Right? We're about 15 songs deep. We're gonna release an EP, do an EP release show. Hell, maybe even perform in a future KFMA day.
Ooh.
Big plans for this group, Rap GPT, all AI generated. So it made sense when I put together the video of the AI images that Rico put together with the song Hawk Blocker. It worked out good, and it turned into a thing. And it's some of the dumbest things that end up being a thing. So I gotta love that. Valdez sent me a link to, speaking of Saturday night, I do want to show Valdez was living his best life. These were shots from the Rialto Theater. Shout out to As the World Burns, every band that performed on the show. It was fantastic. We had such a great time out there hosting it, and we're doing wrestling bits and the whole nine. And there's Valdez that was the Gimp girl, right?
Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Mm.
Yeah. And look at the smile on his face.
He's so happy.
So happy.
He is so fucking happy.
Oh my gosh.
Also, these ring girls end up following me on Instagram. So shout out. What's up?
Nice.
So
here.
yeah, they're cute girls as well. And there's again, I never seen this guy smile so big. He's just living it up. And yeah, so in between each band, they had ring girls because it was wrestling themed for WrestleMania. And they would come out with the cards, and then we ended up doing bits with professional wrestlers on the stage as me looking not too bad in the referee shirt. Those
That's
vertical
good.
stripes.
They're very
definitely.
slimming.
Yeah. Thank you. I didn't realize I was that fat, weirdo. But yeah, I mean, I was definitely getting the love that night too. And look at this. This is a profile pic, if anything.
Mhm.
I really wish that Valdez would walk around here with this Gimp girl just on her shoulders to be,
Around the office.
yeah, to communicate for the big ox that is Valdez.
Yeah.
That's not you in that picture? Is that you?
No, it's not
okay.
me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, Tony, you're giving me body issues now.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
no, it looks beefy. He looks
yeah.
beefy.
He is
He had that
beefy.
black shirt and then he got a referee shirt.
Right, and that's
Yeah.
what, yeah,
That's what confused me
that's
for a
what was
second.
confusing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he put on the ref shirt as well.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's butts.
Ooh,
But yeah, I mean, no, Valdez is swole, and yeah,
Oh,
those ref
wow.
shirts are very slimming.
they look good.
Yeah. And yeah, it's this girl. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I met her in real life, but there's, she kept
You can
that
tell.
mask on the whole night.
Oh, it's hot.
Oh yeah, she was committed. She
Probably
was.
open up the pores real well.
Oh.
Maybe. She probably wore that after the fact. She probably has a boyfriend, and she probably wore that after the fact, and God bless him. I'm sure that was a fantastic time. But yeah, that was our experience at the Rialto Theater. And shout out and thank you to everyone who bought us shots. And we literally had listeners hand us money to go buy shots.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Is that where that
Generous.
cash came from this morning when you called me? You're like, I got cash.
No, this was, I woke up this morning late. And as I'm like scrambling together, I go into my jeans and I'm like, I got $50. Where the fuck did this come from? I know that was from the promoter for being out there at the event, but I totally forgot. It spaced my mind. And I wish I knew it yesterday too, because I was so hungover. I spent $20 at McDonald's for the breakfast and for myself.
Yes,
I did a full house, and here's what I did. Now, okay, as fattening as it sounds, I'm going to give you my slim down, maybe personal trainer approved menu because I was trying to save money, and those egg muffins are too expensive, but I don't like the sausage. Sorry, Tony.
I know.
And so I ordered one regular egg muffin, 2 sausage egg muffins because they're 2 for $5. All right. And then 2 hash browns. That's a full house. Okay. But this is how I didn't do this is why I'm not 300 pounds. I would not eat the English muffin part or the sausage of the sausage egg muffins. I took a couple bites of the sausage, but essentially what I did was I took all 3 of those to make one big ass egg muffin.
Nice.
Right. So low carb. And lots of protein with the eggs. I love those fucking eggs, man. And then the hash browns. Okay, I didn't need 2, but have you had McDonald's hash browns?
Amazing.
Yeah,
Come on.
Yeah. In the sandwich too.
Yeah, no, it was stacked. It was like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to eat that, and then I passed out for a couple hours, and then started feeling like a human being after that.
You know what's good for hangover?
What?
A line of Coke.
No. That's
I'm just kidding.
that's not good. It's not a good hangover.
Just kidding.
I mean, what do you think gave me the hangover in the first place, Tony? So, let's see. We got your Would You Rathers coming up. Earlier this morning, we had an excellent edition of F My Life. And in case you don't believe me, well, I got you hooked up. It went a little something like this. Check it out.
Did you get caught self-loving by your mom?
Awkward. It is awkward.
Did you do something that got you fired from your job?
I just get stupider. It's fun being stupid.
Don't hide this in vain. Let us laugh at your pain. Call 600-KFMA right away.
I promise we won't embarrass you.
Because Beef Vegan presents F My Life. F My Life. F My Life.
Yes, it's time for another round of your F My Life. These are unfortunate situations. Email to me at beefvegan@kfma.com, subject line FML. But of course, if you have an F My Life you care to share on the air, and give us a call at 600-KFMA, that's 600-5362. And Weirdo and I weigh in on your F My Life situation. Got a bunch of good ones here. I'm very excited to share. You ready, Weirdo?
Yeah, I am.
All right, here. Our first one sent to me by Omar. He said, the other day, a woman with the cutest baby ever sat down next to us at Starbucks. My response, oh, how cute. My adult daughter's response, ew. No chance of a grandchild anytime soon, I think. All right, that's my life for Omar.
Big baby.
Yeah, dude. That's
big baby.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you'll get one eventually. It's Tucson. They get pregnant, before you know it.
Right.
All right. Next up, my life email sent to me by Amber. She said, today, like every day, I flushed a public toilet with my foot. Today, unlike every day, my foot missed the handle and landed in the unflushed water. Ouch.
That sucks.
Yes. F my life.
Yeah.
100% for sure. All right, these next few ones get pretty saucy. Let's start off with Andrea's. I don't even know. I didn't even want to start off with Andrea's, but let's squeeze it right in the middle. She said on Saturday, I canceled going to a party with my sisters because I had a secret plan to have a threesome. Now, they left for the party, but soon returned thinking it would be no fun without me. And yeah, I don't doubt that at all. You definitely sound like the fun sister.
Yeah.
Right? So by then, we were already making a lot of indecent noise, and they heard it all. Amazing. F my life, what do you say?
Yeah, that's you're gonna have a lot of explaining to do.
You got some explaining to do. Yeah, but hey, I mean, we can't go to a party without Andrea. She's the fun sister.
But also, like, silver lining, you had your three-way.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, yeah, and that was a plan that was executed perfectly. Congratulations. Pixar didn't happen. All right. 2 more left. Sammy said, today a guy came to install a modem in my apartment. He needed to get the jack behind my TV stand, so I helped him move it. Once the stand was moved, I saw a used condom that was hidden underneath. My cat must have pulled it out of my garbage weeks ago. There's no way the guy didn't see it. Oh, so that's my life for her.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, dirty. All right, yeah, that's definitely an F My Life, Sammy. Good luck on that. All right, and final F My Life of the day sent to be by Mikey. Mikey said, the other day after taking a massive dump, I flushed the toilet and it clogged. It flooded to the brim and it was coming and it was rising to the top. I'm editing as I go, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do, so I grabbed some toilet paper and picked it up, ran to my balcony and launched it. It landed on my neighbor's car. So gross. Apartment living at its finest.
Yeah.
F My Life, what do you say?
F My Life if you didn't like your neighbor, Big Baby, or Big Baby if you didn't like your neighbor, F My Life if you liked your neighbor.
I say if you reached in there with no gloves, that's an F My Life, period. Period. Disgusting, Mikey. You should be ashamed of yourself. All right, keep those emails coming. BeThinkingTheCaveMan.com. That was your F My Lives.
We went to go have dinner and
All right, we're back here live. In case you don't know, did I accidentally take Mari out? I guess I might have did. Get back into the stream there, Mari.
No, my computer's been all funky. It's like logged out.
Oh, okay. Well, that's on you then. Well, then.
Oh no, it's like frozen.
Okay. Yeah. We'll squeeze into Tony's. All right. So yeah, we're playing As the World Burns Danger Zone as our single song takeover again today. It is a fantastic song, so it was worth a replay. And I was getting a bunch of different text messages and emails for asking about that song. So that's when I know that it's a song that has potential to grow. So, I mean, obviously, it's already a massive song to begin with, but As the World Burns does a fantastic job in recreating it. In fact, here's a little bit more. Example. So there you go. Yeah, super good song. They opened up their set with that. And apparently your computer screen froze a long time ago. I noticed that. I thought you were just permanently smiling. I was like, oh, you look fantastic.
You did look good.
Yeah, get that microphone close to you, though, as you're in the screen there.
This one?
Your microphone. Yeah, so I could hear you. There you go. There you go. There we go. Don't lick the mic though, Tony. Yeah, trust me, you don't want to lick that mic. I mean, I know that you're a very healthy person, and you probably got a great
oral hygiene
immune system. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but licking these, no, that's like licking doorknobs.
Yeah, don't do that.
That's true, but like people don't rub their dicks on everything. You know what I'm saying? Well, maybe they do.
Yeah.
You're like, you don't understand, bro. I sucked 4th Avenue dick, and I'm still here.
You don't even know. I should tell you about my bad date. I know.
Oh, did you have a date over the weekend?
Uh-huh.
Oh, it was a good date?
Oh, god awful. Yes.
It was god awful.
It was god awful. Now I want to be straight.
Oh,
yeah,
that
gay
sucks.
birds out here.
How many women have you slept with, though? Because you were kind of like trying to decide.
I told Mari a fun story about that the other day. It was a good one.
We're going to get on the air. Hold on.
Okay.
So let's see. Rock 102.1 KFMA. There you go. That was As the World Burns Danger Zone as our single song takeover. Hanging out here with Tony, who is Mari's personal trainer. From what company?
I almost forgot it for a second.
Yeah.
Feel Good Fitness Tucson.
Feel Good Fitness Tucson. Okay.
Tucson, yeah.
All right. So what's the radio version story of? I asked Tony because when he first came out as bi, and he was also just kind of questioning if he was 100% gay man or was he bisexual. So he had to try it out.
Yeah.
Right. So I asked, how many women have you slept with in your life?
Well, first, before becoming bi, I thought I was just straight. So I was only with women.
Okay.
And that was I was with about three women. Am I sharing the version, the radio version of the story?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
yes. Oh my gosh, my mom's gonna hate me.
But how did you? I mean,
Okay,
you're sleeping with the women. Did it feel weird? Did you guys do weird? Okay.
Well, first we worked together. We were at the mall. We were working together at the mall. She missed her bus. It was late. And so she's like, can I stay home with you? And I was like, I can just take her home, but she won't stay home with me. I'm like, that's fine. Maybe she just wants to hang out. I don't know. Right? Didn't think nothing of it.
Right.
We go, we're sitting at my house watching Hocus Pocus, smoking a blunt, having a beer.
Right.
And then she turns to me and says, let's have sex. And
boom.
Right.
Yeah.
And I wasn't in the mood. I was watching Hocus Pocus, like, you know, and so, and I was like, and I laughed and I said, no, we're not going to have sex.
Did she think you were gay or know you were gay at this point?
This is when I was bi.
Okay.
All right. Yes. So when I identified as bi. So so she knew that I liked dudes, but she also knew that I was open to women. So, but I don't always want sex. I need to feel like I want it. Anywho.
Yeah.
So anyways, we're sitting on the couch. She turns to me. I'm like, no, I laughed at her. And then we continued to watch Hocus Pocus. Then she's down on her knees on the ground, rubbing my thighs and saying, come on, you want some.
There you go.
And I was like, and then at that point, I'm like, ooh, this girl wants me.
Right. Is she an attractive girl?
She was like,
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
I don't know.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, she's
I'm
cool.
just trying to paint the picture in my head.
Yeah,
But okay, keep going.
Well, she was the first Black woman I was with.
Oh, nice. Good for you. Yeah.
She was good time. Anywho, she ended up rubbing some. I got excited. Naturally, it just happened. My brain said, nah, I don't want this, but he said something different.
Yeah, you're still a biological man in his 20s, that's what's gonna happen.
Right. You just rub against the wall or something and it just gets rough. It gets hard, Anywho,
absolutely.
So at this point, I didn't want to go all the way through with it, right? So I was like, hey, I'm gonna set you up out here to
on
sleep,
the couch,
and I'm gonna sleep in the room, and then set her up. I go in the room, and then like 5 minutes later, she comes in. The room's dark. I'm laying on my bed. She's standing next to me. I go to like push her away. I'm like, girl, no, and I feel around where I went to go push near her.
She's just naked.
She's just naked.
Yeah.
And oh my, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this.
No. Actually, it seems like we're getting to that territory.
Yeah.
Now we'll have to continue that conversation on the podcast broadcast.
Okay.
So we're good. Yeah.
All right,
We'll keep it going.
It's
Yes.
good. Okay.
YouTube.com/BVegan. The details are going there. We'll be back with the Would You Rathers after Dinosaur Pile-Up.
It gets crazy.
Uh-huh.
All right.
He's
Okay. So
bouncing.
yeah. Okay. So she's naked. You go to feel. And
okay,
you
I go to
feel,
feel, and she's so wet.
Of course she is.
And I was like, and this was it for me. I was like, oh man, this girl, she wants it.
Can we pause on that real quick? What a great judgment call on my part to be like, we need to continue this. I felt like that. That was exactly the next sentence that I was afraid of.
Right.
I was excited for, but afraid of at the same time. So,
Oh my god.
yeah. Okay.
Oh my god.
So you want to be like, no, go push away. And
Push away, and exactly,
Like
it was like
sliding
slip
down.
and slide, and it was dripping, and I was like, wow, it's never been like this before.
Right. Gotta try
And
that.
so, and see, I still get excited. So I was like, okay, go shut off the lights in the kitchen. Go grab me some water real quick. Grab the condom. It's right there.
That's very
in the
demanding.
cabinet.
That's very straight man of you.
I mean, yeah. That's
Go
the talk,
make me a
remember?
sandwich while you're there.
Yeah, baby. Give me that water. Anywho, so
I'm gonna need to hydrate for your ass.
yeah.
All right.
So we she comes back, and we getting in, and it's a fun time. So that's what makes me still currently think that I'm not fully gay, because I can enjoy time with a woman.
You're homo flexible.
Oh,
There's a little poly term for you. Hetero flexible, homo flexible. There you go.
Oh gosh, thank you.
Occasionally you just come over to this side. These women are beautiful and soft. And
Yes.
just smell good.
Yes, I would rather go to the strip club than the gay, like where they dance around in banana hammocks and flip their stuff. Anywho, back
I've
to the
DJ'd that
store.
a couple times.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's too much for me. But anywho, so
The story gets
it's we're having a good time,
Uh-huh.
and then she's like, stop. And I was like, oh no, like what's going on? She's like, my vagina's hot. And I was like, oh yeah, baby, you know it's hot.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, B.
Yeah.
And then so
she's like spicy hot. Something's
she's
wrong.
like, yeah, exactly. She's like, it's really hot. So feel it, touch it. And it was warm, and I thought it was just because we were just getting it in real nice,
Yeah,
right? And then, well, she wasn't. We don't know what was going on, which kind of made. I'm like, well, thank goodness I'm wearing a condom. But anywho, she's like, do you have any ice? I said no, but I have frozen peas. So she grabs the frozen peas, puts them in her vagina. In her vagina.
Yeah.
I'm still turned on at this point, by the way. Yeah. I was like, this girl, she's into rowdy things. I'm here for it.
Yeah, it's almost like a beaded vagina now, you know?
Right?
Like, it's like,
What, like anal?
yeah, let's make some fucking soup.
Shooting little pellets out.
Yeah.
I'll open wide.
She put frozen peas in her vagina.
Frozen peas.
Okay.
And she's like, they're melting. I don't know how she got them out. I don't know. But what we later realized that it was the latex of the condom.
She was allergic to it.
Oh
Yes,
no.
yes.
This is why I suggest don't use condoms. But so that is the peas. I still can't get over the peas because that's a terrible idea.
Right.
It's
They
not
would
like
totally
ice
get
cubes.
overcooked in there. Like, no, not
It'd
good.
come out like baby mush.
Yes,
Right?
It would look like
Yeah.
baby shit coming out of the vagina, and the last thing you want when you go down on man or woman is green ooze coming out of it. You're like, no, that's nuclear pussy.
No thanks. But like, I feel like you would be able to smell it before you got down there, because there's been a time where I just lift a man's pants open and then it goes poof.
Right.
And then it's like, oh, they got from under cheese. They're like,
right. You're like, oh my God, I just suddenly realized I have this emergency. I gotta go.
Yeah,
I'm
for sure.
out.
I am now blinded and I can't smell anything.
Yeah, that's just rude, I think, of anyone gonna reveal a dick and just not have it clean. I've been doing the peas out.
Hey,
this is when we make Powers flinch. That's when he leaves the stream. So speaking of which, Powers put together a video of Saturday night that I'll share here in a little bit. But that is an interesting story. And it sucks that it ended on a bad note, because it seemed like it kind of ended on a bad note.
I have a great story though, right?
Right.
Yeah. This is cool.
Oh no,
I'm
it's
sharing
super
the
great.
story. Yeah. So
You made
it's a positive
soup
note for me.
Yeah, the old-fashioned way. Honestly, I think that's how they used to make it. So that's cool. Hold on, I gotta pull this up.
Can I share with you? So I call this my pimp juice, my black coffee here.
Yeah.
I call it my pimp juice, and they used to call me pimp juice back in the day because I had all of the women, but now they call me fruity juice because I'm fruity as.
Okay.
Fruity juice. Happy Pride Month.
Oh yeah.
I should switch my Instagram name to that.
You should.
Fruity juice.
Let's see. What do I look for again? Powers? I'm distracted. That's fine now. Let me build this up. All right. Well, here's what I'm going to do. While I'm pulling up this video and resetting here. Earlier this morning, we talked about a couple of these crazy ass UFO stories that are happening more and more, and they're becoming more and more legit and credible. And I know last week there was a big whistleblower story, but I didn't consider that legit. The UFO potential sighting that happened in Las Vegas, I find very credible. And then the lawyer who's coming out explaining UFO experience that he had somebody have makes my mind explode. And I want to share those videos or that story with you right now in this little segment in case you missed it. Check this out. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Of course, I am closely following all the UFO whistleblower stories that continue to come out. Now, we talked about the one story of the one guy in the 30s who, the media wasn't really paying attention to or acknowledging so much because, like I said, it was more hearsay. Right. He didn't really have any kind of firsthand experiences. So I wasn't buying into that. But I am definitely buying into the idea and the theory, conspiracy theory, if you will, that we are slowly being introduced to the idea that, or the revelation that there is extraterrestrial life among us, right? Now, of course, there's going to be naysayers out there, and that's fine. And obviously, there's a strong argument that there is no extraterrestrial life that's been to this planet, but, it goes both ways. I do have a couple stories, though, of whistleblowers and UFO tales that definitely have me suspicious and thinking that it could be very true. I'll break it down for you. Now, first and foremost, there's a Las Vegas man who described a terrifying experience of seeing a UFO in the night sky and 10-foot aliens in his backyard. Now, he released a panic recording. He released a recording of his panic encounter. And on top of that, there's actually police. Was it? They have, it's not dash cam, but on their chest.
The chest cams.
Yeah, the chest cam footage of a large bright item crashing down in a Las Vegas neighborhood to kind of back this up.
Wow.
Yeah. So this guy said that he witnessed, it was a crash in his backyard. He came out and he witnessed 2 8-foot creatures with big shiny eyes in his own backyard. And he was terrified. In fact, he talks about it a little bit. It's a long clip. We're going to kind of go through it in the podcast broadcast. But the thing that backed it up, and this video backed it up, is there is a police cam footage of him talking to the police about it, and also the police footage of the crash that happened in the backyard. So it kind of correlates and backs up his story, right? Now, before we get into all the details there, and there's so many details, in fact, and I think I have a bit of, it's just going to be too much here in this segment, but we are going to go down that rabbit hole in the podcast broadcast. And I am excited about it because, like I said, there is actual dash cam footage and police interview footage with this kid who said he saw this and he was just frozen in fear.
Right.
And so that was one, and it just happened in Las Vegas. The other thing, story that I came across that I found very interesting is now we got to kind of open our mind into the possibilities of their technology, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you can't just think little flying saucers and all they do is have, like, I don't know, souped up engines that could go really fast and zoom across.
Right.
Like, you have to think that they have technology that can distort space and time.
Yes.
And that's what one whistleblower who's a lawyer named Daniel Sheehan is saying, that they told him of a crash UFO recovered by the U.S. Military that distorted space and time. All right. So basically, they said they went into this UFO that was crashed in there, and it was about 30 feet in diameter.
Okay.
One guy went into it, right? And he got disoriented, got nauseous, because when he walked in, it was the size of a football stadium on the inside.
Oh my God, like the TARDIS in Doctor Who.
Yes.
Bigger
exactly.
on the inside.
Think like that. You think outside the box, right? And so but there's been plenty of physicists out there that theorized for inner space travel to really not basically take gravity out of the equation. And that's what they're doing by distorting space and time. So it kind of zips through what we know as gravity and reality.
Right.
They attempted to try to move the UFO, and they were grabbing it, and it was almost like in pizza slices. They noticed that they grabbed a part of the UFO. They're trying to pull it, and it was pulling it apart from the other parts of the UFO. Yeah.
So just completely rethinking physics altogether, though, as we know it.
Yeah. And as far as the man who went inside the UFO, he was in there for only what he thought a couple minutes. And then once he got out and immediately started throwing up, it was 4 hours later.
Oh, kind of like that Jodie Foster movie.
Yes.
Contact?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Look at all these references.
I know. Now, again, this guy's a lawyer. He's a whistleblower. And with a physicist, they've theorized that propulsion of an advanced craft could theoretically involve warping space and time around it. And this whistleblower states that this UFO, in fact, did have a shield around it that distorted space and time.
Wow.
Yes. Now, as far as, okay, we're getting this information, right? We're being fed and kind of numb to the fact of a big reveal. Say that's the case in the end game. Then if an alien invasion is on the way, where are the safest places to be? Well, the New York Post put together the states that are most likely to survive an alienation, and I got bad news for us. Arizona's not in the top 10.
Oh, crap.
I know. Now, I do argue with their list, though, because the way that they kind of broke it down was they were looking for, densely populated areas, like where's forests and caves. They were looking at this. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Real quick before we get into the would you rathers, as far as the hawk guy that got upset with us, I don't think he's a listener at all and didn't listen. I think he just saw the hawk blocker post that we put on the Rock 102.1 Facebook page that shows the umbrella and the quote from CEO of Hawk Blocker Beef Vegan saying "F you, Hawks," and that offended him. So go figure. Yeah, you can't win them all, Mari. And sometimes even when you lose, you actually win big. And that's what I'm feeling like. All right, let's get into your would you rathers. It's Monday here. So Mari's always here with the impossible situations and scenarios that we have to weigh in on. So the rules are simple. You have to give me one or the other and explain why. Okay?
I'm ready.
Mari, what's our first would you rather?
Okay, would you rather have the ability to speak with animals, but they can only speak in sarcasm?
Okay.
Or have a bottomless bag that produces any item you want, but it smells like the worst, like rotting, stinkiest dairy cheese ever.
Okay. Ability to speak with animals or have the anything you want bag that smells like
Fromunda cheese.
Yeah, Fromunda.
Yeah, and the animals are sarcastic, so it's not like they're like super sweet or
Right, they're all
anything.
dicks.
Yeah.
So like every time you go to a zoo, you're just like, God, I hate these animals.
Nah, I'd say talking animals.
You're gonna say talking animals?
I don't like anything that smells. No, thank you.
All right, so
Yeah.
you go
Yeah,
Dr.
I want
Doolittle
them.
all day, even
Yeah.
though the animals are like, oh, nice, you got dreads. That's not like cultural appropriation or nothing.
Oh my God.
Hey, that's the animals speaking. That's not me. I'm just
Uh-huh.
saying, that's what you would be hearing from animals. They're super PC animals.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right.
Just
So,
another dumb rock tattoo chick. Whatever.
all right. What about you, Tony?
I would go with the animals. I just think of I love drag queens, and drag queens always throw some shade, right?
Yeah.
And say some really messed up things that really entertain me.
Yeah.
So I would just go with the animals. I think it would be really entertaining.
Because you would assume they're all like drag queens. So every single animal
Yeah.
at a petting zoo is
Yeah.
like, girl, no,
Yeah.
and then starts getting all sassy. That's good. I would go with the bottomless bag,
Yeah, me
even
too.
though it smells like gas. Because the first thing I would grab out is some cologne and some air
Oh.
freshener. And the next thing I would grab out is $1 million. Right? So, all right, what's your next would you rather?
Okay, would you rather have the ability to teleport, but only to places you've never heard of, or be able to speak every language fluently except your native language?
Ooh. What is our native language, really, though? I mean, it's all stolen from somewhere.
Mhm.
All right, Tony, would you rather? Which one?
Oh my gosh, sorry, I blanked out. What was it?
You're still thinking about sassy drag queen animals?
I was
know.
thinking about peas.
Oh, yeah. Still on that story. All right. So, what is it? Give it again.
Okay, would you rather have the ability to teleport, but only to places you've never heard of, or be able to speak every language fluently except for your native language?
Oh, we're gonna say speak is it every other
Multiple
language?
languages.
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teleport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say teleport, and I'm
wanna
going to
say
say teleport
teleport.
too. Why do you say teleport?
Because like that's just amazing just to be able to go somewhere in 5 seconds. Like I'm not gonna hate every place I go to, and if I do hate, I'll teleport the hell out of there.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. I mean, I'm teleporting all day long, and I'm living my best life. Going to be super baller because I'm going to teleport inside to a bank vault. Then I'm going to teleport my ass to someplace tropical. Then I'm going to spend that money. Then I'm going to teleport back into a bank vault, and so on and so
You can't
forth.
control it though. You go where you don't know.
Whatever.
Oh, okay, see, that's what I thought. I was like,
Oh
if I
yeah.
go to like a different planet.
Yeah.
Right?
Then you could be stuck.
Yeah.
No, because you could teleport
Oh.
again, right?
No, I mean you don't know when the teleportation is gonna happen.
I don't like your teleportation rules. I'll tell you that right now. All right, we got a few more that we're going to continue on the podcast broadcast,
Okay.
youtube.com/beefvegan. Be back with your beef tip after music for 3 days grace. Rock 102.1 KFMA.
Yeah, see. He's gotta go and he says, but then you can never teleport back home. That is pretty tragic.
Yeah, again, and Rick's like teleport into Mari's house for the win. Get his ass kicked by Mari's husband,
Right.
then teleport to the hospital for the win. And but yeah, you don't have any control over that, so that does suck. But not being able to speak your native language and communicate with the ones you know and love would suck as well.
Tricky. Don't be
Ah.
around them or don't talk to them. That's kind of what it boils down
Just
to.
hug 'em.
No, I would still pick teleportation over that. And as much as I'd love to speak all the languages in the world, eventually we're gonna have that chip technology and implanted in us. We'll be fine, and it's
I
gonna be
don't know.
great. Then we'll know all the shit that people are talking about us, no matter where we go. But
How long you think till we got that?
Less than 10 years.
Google Translate was real rough.
I'm here for that though.
It's happening. Don't worry. Yeah, it's coming pretty soon too. It will be a nice little app where I could like belly up to the bar in Mexico, just set my phone down on speaker, and then have a full blown conversation.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. And it will happen. And I really only care about my conversations that I have with the bartender in
In
foreign
Mexico.
countries. Yeah. All right. What is your next would you rather?
Okay, so would you rather have the power to make any food taste like the best meal you've ever had,
Okay.
but it always looks like a pile of mud, or be able to transform into any animal, but only for 30 minutes per day?
Animal.
Oh, I love.
I wanna be
the food
animal.
one.
You want to be an animal?
Mm-hmm.
Be a dog?
No.
Oh.
Murderous cat. Duh.
Oh, okay. So So any animal for 30 days. What would be the worst animal to teleport into?
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah, there's a lot of gross
Cockroach.
animals out there.
I would actually say snake.
Oh, I love snakes.
I know, and I do too, but like just so like just low on the ground. They don't have
Is
much
it great
vision.
to,
Like
shed your skin though. Can you imagine how freeing that feels? Just like shed your skin often. Like
we went to the
Well,
desert.
we take off our clothes daily, and it's the
Right.
same feeling.
I don't
Right.
like skin. Like
All right.
let me know when you can take off your skin.
Get
Then
a
you
good
really know.
exfoliator.
I'm peeling right now,
Oh.
right? From a sunburn, same difference. And what if we don't know because we can't communicate with snakes, but what if that's a very extremely painful experience to go through? Then it's like almost like having your skin pulled off of you. Not
It looks
good.
freeing.
It looks freeing. Take your clothes off, be naked. That is just as freeing.
Okay,
In
I'll
fact,
go to
you should
Dave's
have
camp.
aerobics classes like that and train. No. Like,
Okay.
I'm glad you took the wiener suit off though, because I'm sure you were super hot in that.
It was definitely hot.
And then what? Rick would be a masturbating chimp. So big differences there. Tony, what's the worst animal for you to teleport and turn into?
Worst animal. I would think, I don't know, a fly, because I would die within 24 hours.
Yeah,
right?
that would suck. But it's only 30 minutes,
Right? Or is it
Yeah.
only 30 minutes?
Well, no. The fly is 24 hours. But yeah, you would only be the animal for 30 minutes. So yeah, no, flies are gross too because you're eating your own throw up and all that shit, right? So that's kind of gross. I would say anything like a slug would be pretty gross.
Well, I like slugs too.
Like slugs or dung beetle.
Okay, that would be.
Because then you're just chilling and playing with shit for 30 minutes. Not cool.
It's like
No.
a ball, though.
They probably
It's
love
fun.
that though.
They love it.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me being like human brain
Oh,
inside
yes. Okay.
a dung beetle and then being that dung beetle for only 30 minutes, being like, I'm compulsed to just play with shit for 30 minutes. I'd be disgusted, but then couldn't stop. Like, I hate this.
Oh yeah, that's really bad.
Yeah, that's hell. All right, give me another would you rather. One more.
Okay, one more. Would you rather have a personal theme song, and what would it be? That plays every time you enter a room, or have your own personal cloud that follows you everywhere, raining money confetti?
All right, we'll start off with Weirdo.
So either entrance music wherever you go or money confetti.
Well, like play money though, not real money.
Oh, well then entrance music.
Yeah.
I need a dramatic entrance every time.
For real.
WWE style this.
Absolutely. What do you say, Tony?
Oh, it's the entrance music for sure. I already have songs playing in my head when I walk into spaces, and I usually walk in very loud. I want people to know I'm there. Right?
Yeah.
Yes. So some entrance music all day, every day.
I actually literally had entrance music on Saturday for the first time, and I got my entrance music right here. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Rap GPT likes to present to you. I had it queued up too.
I'm
Yeah.
excited to hear this one.
Yeah,
People
you
keep
hear a
getting
little bit of
attacked,
this.
Beef. What are we gonna do?
Oh man, well, according to wildlife officials, what we need to do is protect ourselves with a certain type of umbrella.
I'm listening.
Okay, this is the Beef Vegan Presents Hawk Blocker Umbrella. It blocks the hawks, man, from all your eye holes and your mouth holes. No hawks are gonna get in your mouth holes.
Thank goodness.
Yes, in fact, actually, I got a little song to celebrate it. You want to hear?
Yeah.
Let's do it then. Hawk blockers, we're the ones you need, shielding you from hawks, making them concede with our umbrellas. We stand tall and strong, defying the skies, protecting all day long. Hawk blockers, we're the ones you need, shielding you from hawks, making them concede with our umbrellas. 'cause we stand tall and strong to fight in the skies, protecting all day long. Hawk Blocker.
When Hawks swoop down, ready to attack.
See what I'm saying?
This is amazing.
That's a banger, right?
Total banger.
That's a one take, and I get into it towards the end,
Oh,
dude. Yeah.
man.
That was just the beginning. I mean, at the end, I damaged my vocal cords because I was just like, "Defying the skies!" So
good.
Yeah, you're in it.
Amazing.
yeah, it's a banger. It's a banger. And honestly, through the entire PA of the Rialto Theater, when that bass drops,
Oh.
it was fun. Yeah, so we're gonna do that again. We'll do it live. I have the instrumentals, I have the DJ, and we're figuring it out. And then Naked Pete's gonna be the lead single still, but yeah, Hawk Blockers turning into a thing. And
It's solid.
yeah. And we got like a shit ton of likes on the social media. So make sure you continue to share all our stupid little posts on the Hawk Blocker. And it's just a dick joke. And it's so great to have like a meeting with my program director and my general manager over a dick joke that was so over the head of this guy. He didn't get no matter what. And he just got infuriated. And I kept
so good.
reiterating. First, I was trying to like massage and be like, hey, man, no, this is just information from the game and fish department that I'm relaying to the general public. I'm doing my service as, a public service member or whatever, But he's like considering me like NPR or NBC News. He called me the media. And I'm like, motherfucker, I'm not the media. I am an entertainer who tells dick jokes,
Right.
And you just got hawk block, son. Oh, you don't even understand what that means. Maybe you don't have a hawk. Maybe it's a tiny hawk. Maybe you don't need an umbrella or cumbrella. Should I say it like that for you to understand that this is a joke? I know you got. Yeah, I know. Cumbrella, that's a whole nother fucking brand that I can do. And when you're getting, for those who don't want to get caught in the splash zone, don't forget to rock your cock blocker cumbrella. And we'll keep it clear for you so you can at least see it. Just make sure it doesn't hit you.
Yes, you said you're a capitalist. I want to make a sunscreen because all of my fitness classes are outdoors. So I want to make a sunscreen. I name it Man Glaze.
Man Glaze, yeah. So, that's good. That's I mean, that's gonna sell.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah.
I'd buy it.
Right, yeah, you would. SPF 69. You know what I'm saying? So
That's good.
Yeah, that's how you have to do it. Make sure you stop it right at 69.
I like him.
Mhm.
I like him a lot.
It's his brand.
That's my friend.
Well, I like it too, Tony. I appreciate you coming in. We do have to wrap up the show, though. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're on the YouTube. We're going to say goodbye on the air as well. All right. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have for the show. But thank you guys so much for listening. I'd like to thank our in-studio guest, Tony. Tony, from your fitness thing, and plug it again.
Oh, Feel Good Fitness Tucson. Follow me on Instagram, on the Facebook, and my personal Instagram _Tony Rubio. I put a lot of thirst traps on there.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
It's a very fun Instagram page as well. I just started recently following and stuff. Fantastic personality. Keep that content coming. It's good meeting you. This is the first time, but not the last time. Mari, thank you for coming in as well. Weirdo, always a pleasure. For the rest of you guys, Rob Nash is up next. Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later.
When you wish
thank you guys.
That was so much fun.
Soon will come
See you on the
an
flippity
end
flop.
to all your grief. But if you've been mean or kind of bad, I will knock out all your teeth.